As you grow as a cinematographer, so does your camera rig. Over the years, I've had many different cameras and rigs, and each of those rigs have been refined for my operating style. In this video, I want to go over my 5 favorite accessories for my Red Gemini. Starting off with one of my favorite accessories is this core shark fin. It has a number of different functionalities to help you on production days. The main reason for using a shark fin like this is the hot swap ability. You know, on long production days with tight schedules, you don't really want to be power cycling your camera on and off, especially because this Red takes about 30 seconds to turn on. So I like using this for, hot swapping batteries so I can keep my camera on all day and I'm not missing those vital moments on set. Another main reason why I love using the shark fin is the weight distribution. My Red DSMC2s are pretty small, and when using like large lenses on the front, especially your monitor hanging over that lens, it creates a very front heavy camera. So adding this shark fin allows me to use 2 batteries, which kind of even out the distribution, so operating becomes a lot easier. And the third functionality of the shark fin is it gives you more D-taps. A lot of time if you don't have a shark fin, you're using a D-tap splitter when you're using follow focuses and monitors and trying to power all these things off of one battery, so you have to use a D-tap splitter. But the shark fin has 4 extra D-taps built into it, so you don't have a D-tap splitter hanging off the side of your camera anymore. The next piece of gear is this bright tangerine top handle. I've used a bunch of different top handles over the years, and none of them quite fit all my needs. Specifically those being the 3/8 holes on the front and the rear. On this rig, you see I have a Airy Hex 3 extension, which allows for more hand room when operating. I also mount Teradeks or timecode boxes. It just has a lot of functionality and it's built very well. It doesn't feel like it's falling off the camera or moving at all, and that's what I love about it. I've used a lot of top handles that are NATO rail, which is great. They're really nice for sliding on and off the camera, but over time with this heavy camera rig while operating, I find it to slide. It has some jiggle and like wiggle room where when I'm holding it, it just moves while I'm operating the camera, and I really hate that. So that's why I invested in this bright tangerine and I love it. This next piece of gear is actually more of a recent addition to the camera rig, and it's these little Sprigs. You just screw them into your quarter 20 and they allow you to route cables. Having cable management is very important, especially when adding follow focuses and monitors and things like that. In the past, I've used like gaff tape all over my camera just to secure cables down, and then they would pop off and they could get snagged on top handles or shirts, things like that. And you don't want to unnecessarily unplug things during filming, things like that. So keeping your camera nice and clean is very important, and it just makes your camera look really nice. The fourth item is a magic arm or a friction arm. Basically, they allow you to mount just a whole variety of things all over your camera in different positions. My main use is mounting my small HD to my camera. In the past, I would use swivel mounts, which is great, but over time they can loosen. Your monitor's falling, you don't really want that, and they don't really allow you to mount your monitor anywhere you want. When your camera is super high up on a tripod, you want your monitor low enough where you can see it, so that allows you to do that. To configure it on like a shoulder rig, you can mount it to the side. So there's just a bunch of different mounting options for that, which I love. And then also you can use it for mounting Teradeks and just a whole bunch of different things. I've used it for GoPros in the past to film behind the scenes while on set. So just a bunch of different functionality, and they're great to have. The last piece of gear I recommend you adding to your camera package are these adjustable side grips. These are made by Shape. And I love the way you operate with them. I have one kind of in the back of the camera and the left one at the very front of the camera, and it really is the best way to operate a camera in my opinion. It's just super stable, and specifically these have these buttons here which allow you to move the handle in any direction you want very quickly. It's not like a knob, which a lot of them have, and it's those little things that really add up on set. They connect to the camera via an Airy rosette, so currently I have it on a rail mount, but I also have Airy rosettes that can be kind of mounted anywhere on the camera, so you can really put these handles anywhere you want for your operating needs. The main reason I love these is I was on a commercial last year, and it was the first time using these for production. We were doing a lot of handheld on the Easy Rig, and then also shoulder mount. And so quickly I was able to go from like a handheld like this to a shoulder rig by just swiveling the grips to the front. They really allowed for operating quickly and very functionally. There's a bunch of brands out there that make side handles like this. I know Tilta, Bright Tangerine, Shape of course. But if you can, I would recommend getting one with these like quick release buttons. On set, a lot of them have those like little twist knob things, and those are fine, but being fast on set is very important, and it's the little things that add up, and not having to like undo a swivel thing and then mount it and then do it again. Just having a button, push it in, adjust it where you need it, and then you're on your way. So I recommend doing that, but a bunch of brands make these, so definitely recommend adding this to your kit. These are my top 5 camera accessories you consider for your camera build. If you like this video, we make a whole bunch of commercial behind the scenes, podcasts, just anything that has to do with running the production company. Any videos that you want to see, comment below. We'd love to make them. think that's about it. Peace.